Tiger 1 can put an 88mm round through the front of a Sherman or a T-34 at about 1,500 metres. That one will do it thick end of 3,000 metres.
So, essentially 2 miles away. Goodness me. Here in the Vehicle Conservation Centre, the crowds gather, hushed, in the gloom perhaps, to look at a relic of a fallen empire. The V2, the Versuch 2, the King Tiger second prototype that is back here at the Tank Museum and soon to be restored. And I've got to say, if you like tigers, it's got the juice. Now what I'm not going to do is stand here and just read the board, right? This is the most extraordinary bit of kit, really. Obviously, we've talked an awful lot over the years. James and I have talked an awful lot about how Allied tanks are about shippability. They're about mass production. This is about the opposite. I mean, just look at the state of this thing. You're not going to get this on a Type 40 Bailey Bridge, are you? Not in a million years. And what this represents is that the way the Germans have gone for this sort of gigantism in their tank design, because they're really running out of options in terms of production. Their factories are being bothered from the skies, and they're also leaning into this idea that you need really heavy armament to deal with the Soviets at distance. If I recall correctly, King Tigers are deployed to Arnhem, and they're too big for the streets in Oosterbeek, and the roads fall apart when they trundle across them. But it's really amazing that, and I'm going to say really a lot in this film, really amazing that this is back here and it's going to be restored. And we're looking at a kind of a 4-year project, I think. That's what they're saying here, but who knows? Because it's essentially a hollow shell. There's basically nothing inside except Kit Kat wrappers, it turned out, when it was inspected earlier in the year. But it's how imposing this is. And of course it's unique because this is the Porsche Turret rather than the standard turret that ends up on the Tiger II. And it's a unicorn tank-wise, and it's here at the Tank Museum. I mean, if you don't get squeaky bum off this, there's something wrong with you. So Chris, this behemoth, this is, I mean, first of all, tell us about the tank itself. So it's a prototype, it's a test bed.
It is a prototype. When they were producing the Tiger II, they actually came up with 3 prototypes. This is the second one.
Right.
This is the only survivor. The whole thing about it, it's an accident, effectively. This was retained by Henschel, the makers, on their testing ground. Never saw action. It solves a few problems for them, but it sat there until 1945 when it's discovered by the British Army.
Who bring it here?
Who bring it here, or who brought it up to the Centre for Tank Technology, who effectively messed it up.
Right, okay.
So the trouble we've got with this, and the reason that this is such a massive project, is internally it's stripped out.
Right.
So we have no engine, we have no gearbox, transmission. A load of those big mechanical bits are missing, even stuff down to the gun mount.
Right.
That's why we actually need to crack on and do this, and obviously raise a lot of money in order to do it. But it's quite fascinating in terms of this is unique. It's the only surviving King Tiger which has this type of turret.
Yeah.
So this is, from the hull down, this is effectively standard production model, built by Henschel. The turret is an odd one because it was built by Krupp, but it was designed for a different tank. Because what you have is Dr. Porsche, who has great ideas about, I can build this amazing heavy tank, which will have dual power, it'll be diesel electric, petrol electric. Never comes to fruition because it's too complicated. But they've ordered 100 turrets to go on this tank. The problem is his tank doesn't work. They built 50 turrets by that point, so Henschel start knocking these out, and they say, well, don't waste them, stick them on your hull, which is why you've got a turret which was designed and built by Krupp, for the Porsche Tiger sitting on the Henschel hull.
And that, I mean, that to people who really know their tank tech is a very...
It is a big thing. This is an absolutely unique vehicle.
Yeah.
It's the only survivor.
Yeah.
The problems with it, that turret, if you look at the front of it, there's a big old curve there.
Yes, I mean, you could trap around in there
Yes.
quite easily.
Yeah. Around hitting that will deflect down into the turret ring, into the hull. Game over.
Okay. I mean, it looks good though, doesn't it? This is the Porsche
amazing.
way, right?
I mean, we've had masses of people here today incredibly excited to see this.
Yeah.
Because, it looks like a beast, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it really does.
Yeah.
If we can get it running again, and this is a major project, it's probably going to 4 years.
Yeah.
If we can source some components, reverse engineer others, it will be immense.
Yeah.
It'll be absolutely superb.
So people need to go to the Tank Museum website, tankmuseum.org. They need to find the Tiger 2 project.
Absolutely.
And they need to toss their hard-earned into this.
I'm not going to quote Bob Geldof here, but yes.
Fantastic. I mean, obviously, when you come around the corner, it's an incredibly imposing vehicle.
Yeah.
And we talked about the Tiger and how that in itself has its own mythic quality in terms of how imposing it must have been on the battlefield. But this is of a different order, isn't it?
This is completely different. Tiger 1 is, people won't like me saying this, but effectively it's a stopgap.
Yeah.
The German army comes across T-34 and it's right, stick an 88 on something. This is the tank they actually wanted because they're thinking ahead, saying, well, okay, we need a heavy tank for the medium term, probably 5 to 7 years. This is what they come up with.
Right.
The big things about it, the different things about it, first of all, sloped armour.
Yeah.
So massive armour protection, which to some extent they've learnt from the T-34, which has got the same thing. But the other thing is the gun. That is still 88mm, but that is the KWK-43 gun. It's longer and it's a lot more powerful. I mean, the round itself with its casing is massive. In very simple terms, Tiger 1 can put an 88mm round through the front of a Sherman or a T-34 at about 1,500 metres.
Yeah.
That one will do it thick end of 3,000 metres.
So essentially 2 miles away.
Yeah.
Goodness me. And that's the way tank warfare then goes, isn't it? It's about getting the other guy before he can get you.
To some extent. But in a sense the technology is wasted because even then, possibly on the Eastern Front, big open vistas, certainly in Normandy, places like that, tank actions are carried out at relatively short range.
Yes, you're back into the close country.
You're back into 800 metres, perhaps.
Or even much closer.
Yeah.
So in a way, this is a dead end or a red herring.
We were talking yesterday about the idea of the Durkable and the breakthrough tank. It's still that concept, but essentially it's too late, isn't it? If they'd had this in 1940, that would have been a different
Barbarossa might have been a different story in 1941 with these,
absolutely.
But they're a pig to maintain. They're heavy.
They're heavy.
The low loader you need for this.
Getting it anywhere. I mean, on a railway flatbed, you have to change the tracks.
Yeah.
Just to actually get it somewhere.
Yeah.
And then, of course, this has got the same engine as a Tiger 1 and a Panther.
But it's much heavier.
A huge amount heavier. So the engine and the transmission are really struggling.
This thing is a beast, isn't it? Look at it. It's a monster. And you can help bring this monster back to life. Go to the Tank Museum website and chip in. Why not? Just want to reiterate, this never happens. Yeah, cash. There we go. I'll have that bit.